To Remembering Our Spirits from the book Around the Year with Emmett Fox. Get it under there so I have lights on the page so I can see better. August 1st, 2023. Raised Consciousness. The First Commandment. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no other gods before me. Exodus 22 and 3. Moses lived in Egypt over 3,000 years ago, and he led some 600,000 people out of Egypt and through the wilderness. This is historical. But Moses also stands for a faculty in yourself. And the things that Moses did typify your states of mind. The mountain means prayer, the elevated consciousness. We are told that the general public were not allowed to go up to Mount Sinai, but that does not mean that certain people were not good enough to go up. It means that if we want to go up the mountain, if we want to raise our consciousness, if we want to get closer to God, to that spirit of love, we must prepare ourselves with prayer. If we want to go up the mountain, we have to become a high priest spiritually, and we must rid ourselves of our faults and weaknesses. Otherwise, we cannot elevate our consciousness and get our contact with God. Moses had his revelation. Then he realized it as the experience that God and man are one. When he got that revelation, Moses brought back the laws of life, beginning with the first commandment, as we call it. What is the beginning of the first commandment? I am the Lord your God. Our trouble in our religious life nearly always, is that we think in the beginning, me. That is very human, but it does not get us the revelation that Moses got. After affirming, I am the Lord your God, the first commandment says, you shall have no other gods before me. I think that Emmett does a really good job breaking down the first commandment into metaphysical languaging, that spiritual languaging that really resonates for me. First of all, I need to put my glasses back on. I really like the word house of bondage. The house of bondage. That is so true. The house of bondage was inside me, in my mind. I led a really fear-based thought life with perceptions and beliefs that were based on fears and less thans and I'm not enough and I don't matter. And it was such a horrible place to be, really, really horrible fear-based bondage where I lived for a lot of decades. I really like that the mountain means prayer, and I also really like that it means elevated consciousness, to elevate our consciousness. My consciousness 100% has been elevated by prayer. There are a million ways to pray. I look forward to hearing how you pray. I choose affirming prayer. I always pray, I am grateful, because the only thing blocking me from all the good, the capital G good, that the universe wants me to receive is me. Just scanning through here. I also, that his revelation was that it was an experience that God and man, God and people are one. Are one. We limit God by putting God in our image. He is so beyond our five senses. or however many senses we have. He is so beyond that image. I really pray that you have the perfect experience, internal experience of the presence of God within you, and that you experience it in the perfect ways and in the perfect forms that allows you to have that personal, experiential experience of the presence of that love within you. Yeah, I do. I really do. And I really like in the beginning, me. I lived that way for so many decades. In the beginning, me. Me, 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 me. It was so boring. The drama that I caused. Oh, the people that I used and abused. How I abused myself. I'm so grateful. So, with the first commandment, take the best for you and leave the rest. Take what resonates for you and leave the rest. If it doesn't work for you at all, pick up spiritual principles and spiritual languaging that does resonate for you and use those as your spiritual tools. Have a blessed day.